Today we are going to discuss about the 10 reasons why a person doesn't feel like getting into spiritual. These are also misconceptions that the person carries. So we are going to find out about these 10 different reasons. The first reason is I will have to give up this world and become a sannyasi. This is a very common thing amongst most of the people in the world, that okay, if you are in spiritual you become a sannyasi. There is no need for you to become a sannyasi, because sannyasa is not needed per se in spiritual. You can be a householder, you can be having a family, you can have wife, children. It really doesn't matter. Following the path of spiritual is easy, even if you are a householder. Now you have heard of so many householder devotees in this world, haven't you? Last time I told you about Ramakrishna Paramahansa, Tukaram Maharaj, everybody, quite a lot of them, Kabir. So you will find that there are lots of people who follow the householder's path and be in spiritual. The second problem which people face is the reason why they don't want to get into spiritual is, what if I get cheated by some fake guru? People get cheated for all different kinds of things. If you buy a phone also, you can get cheated. Any person can cheat you. Just thinking that this person is evolved, or wearing malas, or wearing different kinds of clothes, you can get carried away. Like there are lots of this fake stuff coming from abroad. There are fake Swamijis and gurus in this world. You should be able to find them out. I have given you some idea in my last video about how to find them. So be very careful, no doubt about it, and don't fall into these fake gurus traps. The third one is, what if I lose all the money that I have and I come on the streets, I become a beggar? Like all these people, sadhus and swamijis and all, who beg on the streets. You will find them lining all the places outside the temples as well as in all the holy places. What happens if I get into that kind of a situation? Well, spirituality is not about, becoming a beggar. Nobody said you have to become a beggar. Have you not seen there are some very rich gurus in this world? They are there, isn't it? They have got billions of followers. Some of them have millions of followers. They build temples, they build fancy palaces for themselves and so on. So they themselves are living in luxury. You really think that this particular place of spirituality is meant for poor people? The next reason is, what will my family or the near and dear ones say? Now you may not be a married person, or you may be a married man. Now it may so happen that your parents may say, why do you want to get into this? Or your spouse and maybe your children will wonder, why do you want to get into this spiritual stuff? Well, there are people who are going to dissuade you. They are going to tell you that this is not the right thing. Does it mean that you are supposed to not get into it? Well, even if you try doing something, you have always been dissuaded. Suppose you didn't want to go into engineering and you wanted to get into something else. Hasn't your family dissuaded you? They want you to become an engineer. That is how it is. Suppose you look out for a girl. You bring a girl home. Your parents may disagree with her totally. So these kind of disagreements may happen. But if your desire to be in spiritual is that strong, then why should there be an opposition? Even if there is an opposition, you should not even look at it, because you want to do something with your life, isn't it? And that is the reason why, even if somebody else says something to you, you should ignore them. The next reason is called, I have too many duties in the material world. See, I am a married man, I have got children, How do I get into spiritual? See, I have so many worldly duties to perform. See, if I get into spiritual, what is going to happen to them? My poor wife, my children, they will come on the road. So I think I don't want to get into this. Well, here is the answer. There is nobody who is telling you that you have to give up that particular life, not work hard, and get into spiritual. You can be working in a company, you can be a full-time employee over there, you can be a full-time husband also, and you can be a full-time father as well. Nobody says you cannot do that. But you can definitely devote some amount of time, some amount, to spiritual. So that is not the reason for not getting into spiritual. You can get into spiritual by devoting a certain hour, a certain 15 minutes, half an hour, 1 hour of your day towards learning spirituality. That is also possible, isn't it? If I get into spiritual, I have heard that people have to give up their house, their properties, everything, and I will come on the road. Well, really, I don't know who has come on the road. Some people willingly give away. That's a different story. They may be just a devotee of a particular guru or something like that. They can give up. Some people give up their life completely. Have you not seen the Jain Munis? They have given up everything. Have you not seen these Buddhist people? They also give up sometimes. So we are not talking of that. You don't have to give up your house. You can transfer it into somebody else's name. Really doesn't matter. If it is transferred in your father's, mother's, or your wife, your children's name, then what difference does it make? You can still be staying over there. You can still be working, and you can still be having a roof on top of your head. Being in spiritual doesn't mean that you have to give up your house, properties, and stuff like that. Then, what about my bodily needs? You know what I'm talking about, isn't it? You are a married man, or you are having all these urges that are there. You have different desires of your own. You have a girlfriend, maybe you have a wife, maybe you have children, whatever that is there. These bodily requirements are there. Are they to be fulfilled or not? Or should I give them up? Should I be a renunciate and give up everything? There is no such need. You can be a grahastha. Grahastha means a family man as well as a spiritual person. Both these things are valid. And there is no need for you to give up on any of those activities. Once you reach a stage that is way ahead of time, then willingly, if you want to give up certain things and you want to practice certain kind of rituals and rites and all, that is all right. But at the beginning, I don't think there is any necessity at all. You are worried that you come from a different domain, maybe a different religion, a different caste, a different creed, a different place, and you may not be treated nicely by any of these great gurus and all that. See, in spirituality, we do not make a distinction. Whether the person is from any caste, creed, religion, it really doesn't matter. If you are interested in spirituality, you can be from anywhere, you can be of whatever denomination, there is no distinction given, and you can follow the path. That is entirely left to you. Even the master is not even going to say anything to you, so why are you bothered about it? I am seeking peace, God, or happiness, but do you really think I will get it? Maybe I am trying to find it in spiritual. Well, if it is such a small desire, like you want peace and happiness, then spirituality should not be the subject for you. But if you are very sincere of being in spiritual, where there is blissful state, then you are welcome to be in spiritual. But there is no guarantee that you're going to find God over there, you're going to find happiness, you're going to find peace and all these things. There is no guarantee like that. You may have to undergo strenuous life at that point in time. There is no way of saying. Even in the material world, sometimes you lose a job, sometimes some things happen, some people die. Are you not going to go through your troubles? Exactly. So even in spiritual, these kind of things happen. So you have to be ready. There, there is one type of a life, and here there is another type of a life. So why be bothered about it? You don't have to worry about this kind of mishaps that can be happening. Some people believe that this is not the right time. See, they feel that I should be above 60 or 70, I should have retired, and then it's time for spiritual. That is not the case. Spirituality doesn't say that you need an age. This is not like a retirement benefit, okay? This is something which can strike you even when you are 8 and 10 years old. Have you not heard of Shankaracharya, who got into spiritual right at the beginning? Similarly, there are so many other cases. These people get into spiritual at a very, very young age. Ramana Maharshi is another example. Maybe there is a Ramana inside of you, who knows? So age is not the criteria. And don't get carried away by people when they say, no, first you have to be in the material world, you have to fulfill your duties. And there are these 4 different ashramas in life and you have to follow them. Sorry, that is not the criteria. If you want to be in spiritual, you can be at any age. This body got into spiritual very, very late. So it really doesn't matter. So if you understand what I'm talking, there is no age limit or factor which says you have to be like this or you have to be like that. See, there are many other reasons. So far we have covered 8 or 10, I think, of them. But if you think about it, there may be some other as well. Now, as an individual who wants to be in spiritual, you have doubts. These doubts that come have to be assuaged by some person in your life should be there who is going to sort these doubts out for you, and that is why the need of the guru is felt. In my last episode I had already given you an idea of why you have to do this, how you have to find a guru. In this I am telling you why there are some people in this world who don't want to get into it. So I hope you understand this particular episode, and you can definitely write below if there are some other reasons which are stopping you from getting into spiritual. Write down in the comments below and I will definitely answer you. Okay? Thank you very much for watching. If you have liked this video, go ahead and like it, share and subscribe. Thank you.